Anaconda is here. This is the story of Jack Black. Jack Black's character and Paul
Doug.
Rudd are childhood friends who made a little movie when they were kids. And Jack Black's character's having a birthday. Paul Rudd, who's an actor in Hollywood, he returns for his friend's birthday. He lives in Buffalo, New York, and they reconnect. And Paul Rudd's character, I don't know why I'm referring to him as Paul, because you're not going to remember.
It's Doug and Griff.
Doug and Griff. Griff, he says, I got the rights to Anaconda. Let's go reboot Anaconda. Now, if you've seen the trailer, unfortunately, I'll have to say that the trailer gives away a little too much of the movie, if you ask me. But they try to get a loan. They try to get money. They scrape together some money. They actually go to the jungle, find a real snake wrangler, Santiago Braga, played by Selton Mello, and they're going to make their own Anaconda movie. It's really cheesy. You hear the lines of dialogue.
But don't forget the gold smugglers.
Yeah, there are gold smugglers. Steve Zahn plays the cameraman, Kenny, and Tandy Newton, childhood friend, plays Claire. She is the female lead of their reboot of Anaconda. Things get crazy when they encounter these robbers, these gold robbers, and other things in the jungle. I think my problem with this movie is the trailer gives away too much. But Alan, what did you think of Anaconda? Did I miss any of the salient?
Yeah, I mean, I think the trailer pretty much just lays out the plot of the movie, and you kind of get it from.
It doesn't pay off the third act, but
yeah. Okay, but anyways, it was good, but I wanted more. The jokes, the comedy in this movie is so safe. And I don't want safe anymore. I'm just tired of safe. Safe means bland. And at the end of the day, this movie is a fairly bland movie. You're going to have a good time, and then you're going to forget this movie. There are only two things worth seeing in this movie. And it's the pig scene. And it's also, who is it? Selton Mello as Santiago. That guy just steals the movie. His whole attitude. I just love this character. It's such a well-written character. But Jack Black and Paul Rudd, they're essentially playing themselves in this movie. Jack Black is this overly enthusiastic, overly positive person who's way into teamwork, and Paul Rudd is the insecure actor who is just trying to make a name for himself. This is the state of comedy. The state of comedy is if the only thing you're going to remember about this movie is a pig strapped to Jack Black's head, that's comedy today. I want comedy to be offensive. I want it to push the boundaries of decency. I want to cross the boundaries of decency and come back. This movie is just so safe. You could take kids to see it. At least it's got that going. Kids love Jack Black. I think this movie will do well, but I am sad for the direction comedy is headed at the current moment. I even felt like Naked Gun was a little too safe. And so there you go. That's my thought. It's good, but it could have been great.
Well, I'll disagree with you. I first of all, I'll agree with you and then disagree with your conclusion. Yes, most of the comedy was safe. What I loved about this movie and what sold me on it and why I'm going to recommend it is their passion for making movies. There's a documentary out there called Raiders about this group of high school kids that made their own version of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and they almost finished it, but they didn't do one scene, and they raised money to make the one scene that was left out of the movie. They make it as adults to make a complete. Steven Spielberg even commented on it. It was so crazy. It's like the passion for we don't know how to make movies, but we're going to make a movie anyway. There's a scene where you see Jack Black's character, Doug, he's writing the script and you see what's going on in his head. He's kind of in the zone. I related to that so much. He's sitting there writing, and it's like all passion, and just they're behind this. I love movies about making movies. Okay, documentaries like that. This, it captured that aspect so well. The terrible choices, the like trying to shoot the scene where the snake is going right up to Paul Rudd's face, and what happened there. Like, it's just that I was dying with that stuff. What happened with the movie, like, and there's a twist I won't give away, like, towards the middle
Yeah.
about while they're making Anaconda. Yes, I agree. The comedy may have been safe, but the subject matter and the idea behind they're like making this bad version of it's going to be bad. And they're kind of like, you see them making choices, like how they like and you see them go down the wrong road. It's so fun. I just had a good time.
Let me just respond to that point you're making. Sony spent $100 million to make a movie about independent filmmakers.
Was the budget 100 million?
Well, let's just say the budget is way more than an independent filmmaker could ever get to make a movie.
True. That's true.
And I appreciate what you're saying, but the irony is not lost on me.
No, look, I had a great time, and maybe my experience was a little different. I was in a theater in Burbank that was packed.
Yeah, I was by myself.
12:30 in the afternoon on Christmas Eve. People were there ready to laugh, and everyone had a good time. So I recommend Anaconda for anyone that's dreamt of making a movie. And also, if you also like Anaconda, although what's funny is I'm surprised that I think the snake stuff was not a big part of the film.
Yeah.
It comes in later in a bigger way, but it's more about the characters, Doug and Griff, their relationship. And there's a whole thing where Paul Rudd in the beginning of the movie, he's got a really bit part in this medical show with one line, and he's chews the scenery with that one line. Okay. And he's so bad. He's doing different. And there's like he ends up getting fired. He's got one line in a show. He can't do it. Then he was a minor character in a SWAT TV show.
He's in 3 episodes of SWAT, and then they
decided
to go in a different direction.
He's a failed actor, but you see that. Oh my God, it's so. Maybe it's too much inside baseball, but I appreciated it for that. Plus, I've always liked Steven Zahn, and Tandy Newton was really good. And I agree with you. Santiago, great character. So I don't know why you praise things about the movie, but then you come to the conclusion you don't like it.
Because the reality is am I going to see this again? Is there this desire for me to, want to spend more money to watch it again? And I just again, it is the sad state of comedy nowadays, where the comedy is all in this pig that's on his head. There's just nothing that I just want to be offended. Can we just, even if you throw Asians in there and make racist Asian jokes, just do it. I mean, offend me.
Well, I'm all for that, but I mean, I will point out it's less than half the running time of Avatar.
Yeah.
And a great time. So I recommend it.
Yeah. I mean, I recommend it. It's just my expectations were a lot higher. And I know Hollywood can do a lot better than that.